Michael here, HomeFitRevolution.com, and thanks for signing up for my free report. If you follow both the diet and exercise ideas that I'm going to present, I will personally guarantee your results and the claim I make, how to lose 10 pounds in 13 days without starvation diets. And if for some reason you're not having any success, please don't hesitate to reach out so that I can help you find a solution. The same type of workouts I'm about to share with you, I used to lose 30 pounds of fat in just 120 days. In fact, these are the very same workouts that I've used myself. Let me first quickly explain the 4 key elements that I believe make all the difference. Let's check them out. So my whole philosophy on body burn training is if you keep your muscles guessing, you can keep your muscles growing. And the 4 key elements tie up into this. What do I mean by that? Well, the first key element is structure. And I carefully structure the exercise based on the individual client's goals. If I'm going to use functional isometric after a compound aerobic or vice versa. So this is a very important part, and the sequence is just as important. The second element is intensity. Well, ideal weight loss involves losing body fat while maintaining lean body mass. So while I know everybody's intensity is going to be different, we try to operate at max intensity. For more information about that, I encourage you to read the guide. The third element is progression, and there's 4 key sub-elements to progression. The first one is weight. How much weight are you using this week for a specific exercise, and how much weight are you using next week for a specific exercise? Number of reps. Are you increasing the number of reps? The third one is exercise. Are your exercises becoming more difficult? And the last one is rest time, rest periods. How much are you resting in between sets, and are you decreasing that as you progress? So again, progression is key to breaking through plateaus, and again, there's some more information in the guide. The 4th key element is recovery. And so what do I mean by recovery? Well, in most cases, you work out Monday through Friday, and you take off Saturday and Sunday. And that happens week after week after week. Well, this doesn't tie into my philosophy. If you keep your muscles guessing, you keep your muscles growing, because your muscles are going to be rested on Saturday and Sunday of every single week. So what I like to do is I like to work out 2 days on, 1 day off, or every other day, or 3 days on, 1 day off. Because what happens then is you keep your muscles guessing on even the rest days, and so week after week, your rest days are not consistent. One day your rest day is going to be Tuesday or Wednesday, the next week it may be Thursday or Friday. So that ties up into the keep your muscles guessing, keep your muscles growing philosophy. So if you focus on these 4 elements, I think you're going to be really successful. And let me take you through the workouts now. So let's go through the level 1 workout. The level 1 workout is going to consist of 2 rounds, and you're going to do each round 3 to 4 times. I'm going to take you through each of the exercises sort of more slowly so that you can grasp it, and then from there I will take you through one complete sort of cycle. So the first one is a squat thruster. And what you're going to do for the squat thruster is you're going to put your hands on the floor like this, and you're going to jump back like this into plank position, jump forward, up, and jump. So that would be considered 1 rep. Then from there, you're going to go into just an air squat. So what you're going to do is you want to just make sure that you're driving at your heels, and your knees typically when you're doing a squat don't want to go past the front of your feet. So you're like this, get real deep. You want to make sure that your quads here are parallel to the floor. So you're like this. I'll show you what it looks like from the side. Like that. So that's 1 complete rep. The next one is squat jacks. And you can call these squat jacks or prisoner jacks. But essentially you put your feet together, get down sort of like this, put your hands behind your head, and you're basically going to do a jumping jack and in kind of squat position. So this would be one rep. Then the last exercise in the first round of level 1 is the wall sit. And what you want to do for the wall sit is you want to get down so, again, your quads are parallel to the floor, and you don't want to start your 30 seconds until you get into this position. So you want to get here and then start the 30 seconds, and then once you complete that cycle or that round, that's considered 1. And again, you want to do that 3 to 4 times. So now let me take you through the second round. and it's going to be more core oriented. The first one is outside knees. So outside knees look something like this. So you get like this. You want to make sure that your calves are parallel to the ground. Your back stays off the floor, and you're going to reach towards the outside of your knees, just like this. Really, really squeeze. Focus on your core, and you're just outside knee, just like this. Here, 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 just like that. So that's outside knees. The second exercise is a side plank. And what you want to do is, the easy way to do it, or a little trick, is you get into a plank like this, cross your arms, and rotate like this. And so this is technically a side plank. You want to make sure that you're not dipping here. You stay nice and even here. You want to make sure that you're tight. You should start to feel it rather quickly here. And keep your arm outstretched to work your back a little bit while you're doing it. So this is a 30-second hold. And then after 30 seconds, you're going to tuck your arm back in and rotate to the other side, just like this. Again, you want to make sure that you're not sagging here, and your arm is outstretched, and hold that for 30 seconds. Then from there, you're going to go quickly into a mountain climber, and so I'll take you through that really quick. You're going to get into like a push-up position, like such, and you want to drive your knee up to your elbow. It's important. This part is really important because sometimes people are like this. You want to drive it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Make sure that you keep your butt down. You're not like this, and you're not sagging. It's like this. Drive, drive. And you're going to do that for 30 times. And then immediately following that, excuse me, you're going to get into a plank. And I'll show you what a proper plank looks like. So get into push-up position. Get down on your elbows as kind of like we started out in a side plank. And you're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Now, the important part is to make sure that your body is parallel to the ground. You're not up like this. You're not sagging like this. You really want to engage the core for the entire hold. So you're holding like this for 30 seconds. And then after that, you basically repeat each of them 3 to 4 times. Now, what you can do is you can go Group A to Group B and back and forth 3 to 4 times each, or you can take Group A, do that for 3 to 4 times, then go into Group B and do that for 3 to 4 times. So this stuff is all explained in more detail. As you can see, I'm a little out of breath, but this is all explained in greater detail if you look at the guide and the workouts there. So now I'm going to take you through the second workout, or the level 2 workout. Okay, so now I'm going to take you through the level 2 workout. And the structure and sequence is relatively similar. Some of the exercises are a little bit more difficult, but it's going to consist of 2 groups, and you're going to do each group 3 to 4 times. So let me take you through it. The first exercise is called the burpee, and you're going to do the burpee for 10 times. So we did a squat thruster in the first one, and so now the burpee, you're just going to add a push-up to the squat thruster. So you're down like this, jump back, push up, just like that. So that's what a burpee looks like. The second one, immediately following that, is the jump squat. And we did the squat, so you're basically just going to add a jump to it. Now, as I said in the first video, you want to make sure that your knees don't pass your toes. So you're almost like this. And while you're going to be doing a jump squat, sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to do it on this move, but just try your best. So you're going to do the jump squat for 20 times. So you're down here, just like that. Really get deep and make sure that those quads are parallel to the floor. The next exercise, or the third exercise, is squat jacks, and you're going to do this for 30 times. So hands behind your head, just like in level 1, and you're going to do this for 30 times. So in, out is considered 1 repetition. And so the last one is the wall split. And instead of doing it for 30 seconds, like we did in level 1, you're going to extend it by 15 seconds. So you're going to do this for 45 seconds. So again, make sure that the quads are parallel to the ground. If you want, you can hold your hands up. You definitely do not want to put your hands here on your quads. That is cheating. We will not get results if we're cheating. So there we are, just like that. And start the count when you get parallel for 45 seconds. So Let me take you into the second group real quick, which is going to focus again more on core. So the first one is sit-up V, and I'm going to grab this towel because if I don't, it's going to sound like I'm farting. So I'm going to put the towel down like this, and so a sit-up V ultimately looks like this. You want to take your hands off the floor and your back off the floor a little bit, as well as your feet on the other side a couple inches. And you're basically going to form a V with your body, keeping your legs as straight as possible. So you're squeezing right here into a V. 1, squeeze 2, squeeze 3, just like that. And you're going to do that for 15 to 20 reps. And then from there, you're going to go into a side plank. And as I demonstrated it in the level 1 workout, you're going to get down into a plank, arms crossed like this, and then just rotate. And instead of holding it for 30 seconds as in level 1, you're actually going to hold it for 45 seconds. Keep this engaged. Make sure that you're not sagging here. And again, you want to hold it for 45 seconds on each side. So then when your 45 seconds is up, just flip to the other side and hold this for 45 seconds. Then from there, you're going to hop directly into a combo climber. And this is actually one of my personal favorites. I implement this almost every time I work my core. So like a mountain climber, except it adds another element of difficulty. So you're here, and as we did the mountain climber, you're driving up like this, but what you're going to do is you're going to add a plank up. So you're down, up, drive all the way to your elbows, drive all the way to your elbows. That's 1 rep. So it looks like this. Ha, 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 ha. Just like that. So you'll really start to feel your core engage after just a few reps. And so that's called the combo climber, and you're going to do that for 15 times. Then immediately after that, you're going to go into a regular plank. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here and challenge you to do the extended version. If you know the normal version or the regular version, you're going to be on your elbows like this. Make sure your body forms a straight line parallel to the ground, and you're going to hold for 45 seconds, making sure that the core is engaged throughout the entire time. So I encourage you to really get stretched here and to do an extended plank. So really get stretched. The secret here is to drive your drive your toes into the floor and really squeeze the core. So if you can't hold that for 45 seconds, hold it for 30. You're going to really engage the core in that one, and you'll feel it in your hamstrings a little bit. So it's a really, really difficult move, but one that's very much worthy. So that's the 2 rounds of the second level. And what you're going to do is you can rotate, as I said in the first level, you can rotate going back and forth, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, until you've completed 3 or 4 of each. Otherwise, you can do 3 or 4A, 3 or 4B. So this is all outlined in the guide, and again, I really, really appreciate you checking this out. If you follow this, I promise the results are going to come. So be patient, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for checking it out. Take care.